That is Section 22 of the Refugee Act. It says you are a bona fide asylum seeker. You are recognized as being South Africa to look for asylum. That document is official documentation. All of them are official. No police officer or law enforcement officer can trouble you. We regard you as documented. Then you start applying. The Section 22 permit will give you between 3 and 6 months while you are applying. If thereafter you are successful, you are given a Section 24 permit under the Refugee Act. It means you are a bona fide refugee. You are under international protection. You are recognized to be under international protection, having run far away from your country. If, on the other hand, you are rejected, then it means we have to deport you. You have got to start the process of deportation because you are not successful, meaning you are not telling the truth that you are a refugee. So it is those who are not successful who then get involved in this bribery situation.
Minister, just one more from me. Are you saying it's only those who are not successful? Because we've heard many stories of also legitimate asylum seekers who are also forced to bribe their way into getting papers.
Yeah, but that one is reported to be happening everywhere, even in Home Affairs Office. And I always tell people, don't pay bribe for something that is free. That one is a different story. I mean, why, if you are a legitimate asylum seeker, why do you pay a bribe? You are helping thuggery. I know people will say, no, they are forced to because there's inefficiency and all that. But then how are we going to fight corruption when you know that what you are doing is legal and then you encourage illegality? It's like on the roads. When you pay a bribe to a traffic officer, you are also guilty as a South African. Why do you pay a bribe to an officer? Why don't you follow the law? Because you know there's a law there that if you're broken a traffic rule, you appear in court or you pay a certain fine or they give you a ticket. Why go and pay a bribe? So it means you are also a participant in the bribery. So I'm not feeling pity for those people who say they are legitimate. You can't be legitimate, but at the same time, pay a bribe. That's not legitimacy.
Minister, there was a biometric system that was launched, I believe it was back in 2018, which they were saying would be a deterrent to officials to actually issue some of these documents corruptly so or fraudulently so. Isn't that system actually working as a deterrent to those who would be issuing these documents fraudulently?
Look, any system is as good as the people who are using it. And we don't have one system. We've got many. It's multiplicity of systems which we have employed to try and discourage people. I suspect the one you are talking about is the electronic movement control system. That's the system that records whoever enters the country. It's an automated system. If you enter, it electronically records your entry into the country and the time, so that if you are given 90 days or 30 days, we will know at the time when we depart. That's a movement control system. But we also have BACAM, biometric access control movement. Yeah, which in the past, I suspect you are talking about that. In the past, Home Affairs officials, to get into the databases, like the National Population Register, etc., to put you there, they were using passwords. Now, many of them will come and claim that my password was stolen, this and that happened with my password, and the case get lost. Now, we cancel passwords. We are using the BACAM, biometric access control. You must put your fingerprint. That fingerprint will record who issued this document. Exactly. So what some of them do, it might be a marriage certificate or a fraudulent ID or a passport. What some of them do, they issue those documents, but they don't open the system with their fingerprint because it will be recorded. In other words, they give you a dart, which you carry and say, oh, I'm having a marriage certificate and all that, which is a dart. And how do we know them? The moment we look at it, we check in the National Population Register, it's not there.